Hey everyone, how's it going today? Lamoura here, and welcome back to yet another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. Today is a very special day. A day I've been looking forward to for a little while now, ever since it was first announced. Today is the start of the Yokai Watch event. In this event that they bring back every few years, I think the last one was in 2016 or 17, you get to experience a crossover with the Japanese show or game. I'm not quite sure what it is. I've never watched or played it, but I know of it. It's very similar to what you would call Pokemon, a very popular creature collector in Japan and America, all across the world. Essentially, in this crossover event in Final Fantasy XIV, you can collect 13 different minions, I believe it is, and with those minions you need to grind out certain fates for certain tokens in order to get different weapons tied to certain minions. I know it may sound a little confusing, we'll go into it a little bit more here, but it's a way to get different glamours and different minions in this game, and something I'm really excited for. I've been looking for something a little bit new, a reason to grind out some fates and do different things, so without further ado, we need to go over to the Golden Saucer, I believe, to start this event. Actually, I may be wrong. I think we need to go to Ul'dah first, and then over to the Golden Saucer. Let me just double check and make sure. So yeah, I was right. So there should be a gentleman up here, the Poor Healed Youth, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around. There he is. There's my boy. Alright, and he should start the quest chain that we need to get started on the Yokai Watch event. Complete Game Changer. The Poor Healed Youth is visibly vexed. Alright, and so for this one, get a bit of XP and a bit of kill, but the cool thing here is the Yokai Watch. We also get a single Yokai medal, and then we get the Yokai Medallium. So this is going to be important. We'll explain it a little bit more as we go, but let's accept this quest. How could I have lost? My strategy was foolproof. Listen, friend, if you have an inclination towards that Lord Vermilion game at the Golden Saucer, I'd say you best think twice. I spent a fortune on my critters, and I had scores of victories to boast. Then some newcomer waltzed it up and challenged me. I knew there was something strange about him. An Aura with hair of vibrant hue, glint in his eye, called himself the Marauding Executive or some such. Still, I'm not one to turn down a match, novice or veteran. Hells, I even gave him a head start. But the minions he used, they weren't like any I've ever seen before. They were demons, I tell you. I accused him of cheating, but he said he had petitioned the Gold Saucer to use them for battle, and the little buggers were approved. Needless to say, my beloved team was torn to shreds every single time. Seems like anything qualifies these days. I've completely lost my appetite for the game, but if you're curious about the so-called minions, you should head over to the Gold Saucer and take a look yourself. He was still loitering around when I left. Alright, so we need to go to the Gold Saucer to start the Yokai Watch. Alright, let's get going. We'll see how this event goes. I heard it's very grindy. I've seen videos from the 2016 or 17 event that they did before. That was the last time that they did it, and it took a lot to get the certain things to unlock the different items. So I'm prepared for it. I wanted to get this started now. And just, I guess, for you guys, so you're aware of what's going on, we won't be showing the entire event in this one episode, very much like the Moonfire Fair. I will actually be starting this quest. I'll be showing you kind of the basic gist of it, and then it's something that I'll do on my own as I play the game, because I think it's going to take me multiple months, as long as this event is active, to complete it. So don't expect this to be like, oh, here's the resolution. It's just not going to happen. Wandering Executive. Can I help you? I suppose word has gotten around about this little fellow. I would be delighted to tell you about him, truly, but I'm afraid I'm preoccupied at the moment. I'm waiting for someone who is unreasonably late. Wait, now that I think about it, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Alternatively, I may have a proposition for you. If you would help me out, I will tell you more about my feline friend here. Do you accept? Yeah, sure, of course. I can't see what he has. Apparently he has one minion out already. I think it's chilling out over here from what I've seen previously, but we'll see him in a second. And the deal is struck. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the tradesman come from far beyond the borders of Eorzea. Though I am slave to Wanderlust, I occasionally return to my homeland where I manage a sizable company that deals in eccentric commodities. Thus, the locals called me the Wandering Executive, and I wear the title with pride. I am often accompanied by an irregular traveling companion, but he appears to have gotten quite lost on this journey. We were strolling in the twilight of the Black Shroud when he grew excited and scampered off to do some sightseeing of his own. He was aware I had some affairs to take care of here, so I thought to let him enjoy himself while I finished my tasks and stayed in one spot. But he hasn't shown up in hours. Perhaps you could ask around Bent Branch for me and find out what's keeping him? Oh, I almost forgot to mention, my friend is not of my tribe. He's a Rotown little soul, white as snow, and floats through the air like a cloud. Except if clouds could speak, I would hope that they wouldn't be as long-winded as he. Alright, so we need to go to the Central Shroud, and specifically Bent Branch Meadows. So let's go there and see what we could possibly figure out. Unfortunately, people are standing right on top of him. Once again, I'll always mention, I hate when people stand right on top of the quest giver. It kind of just blocks the view for everyone else, and it's annoying. Also, I forgot, the previous event had 13 minions and 13 different glamours you could get, but this new one, since the introduction of new classes, has, I need to talk to people around Bent Branch, has 17 minions and 17 different glamour options for you. So just be aware, there's 4 more new minions and glamour for you. Rounds white and floats through the air. Are you sure it's a person? Because I'd say you're searching for one of them Moogles. In any case, you'd be out of luck since they only appear when they want to be seen. Okay, that wasn't too much help. Alright, let's see, who else? You look like someone I can talk to. Let's see what you have to say. It's you. Tell me what you know, little lady.
Haven't seen anything like that, but it seems too coincidental that there was a talk in Gridania recently about an unnatural being that was disturbing the elements. The Pagils were saying they'd never seen a spirit like it, and feared it would taint the Twellswood. Tsitsier Pessy himself sealed it away near the guardian tree.
Yep, perfect female voice. Ain't nobody heard one better. And then there was one right next to us at the 8th right. Fortunately, I wasn't paying attention, because I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. Alright, what's she had to say? Oh, cool. Momo, of course.
That all sounds like a Moogle, sure enough. Quiet as a mouse when they're hiding, but once they reveal themselves, they never stop chattering. The one I saw a few nights ago was hundreds of yalms away, and I could still hear his voice. I was peering off into the distance between the burrows of the trees when I sighted a well-dressed Aura traveler with fiery violet hair and a Moogle flying beside him. It was a strange sight, if I do say so myself. Alright, Momo, you need to get out of the way. Like, you're being really annoying for everyone else. I'm so sorry, Samurai. That must have been terrible. Okay, so the Guardian Tree seems like the place that we need to go in order to find this minion. Thankfully, we have a little bit of flying, which makes it a little bit easier to get across. We don't have to go around and through, we can just kind of go over, which is always awesome. Shortcuts are the way to victory. Alright, everyone is gathered here by the Guardian Tree. It looks like we have an ancient stone vessel here. Interesting. A gentle breeze rustles through the leaves of the Guardian Tree as the antiquated stone vessel sits unmoving underneath. Nevertheless, you cannot help but feel a shiver up your spine. Open the stone vessel. Yes. Let's see. Let us see what is in store for us when we open this and peer inside. Why was I panting? Was that really such a... I guess it just doesn't open. Okay. We were trying everything to get it open. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. What you? Pokeball? Yokai ball?
Okay. Oh, it's Whisper. Okay. Yeah, just looked over. Okay, that's Whisper.
Ah, you have freed me. Much appreciated indeed. But where are my manners? Whisper, at your service. I'm a yokai, a supernatural being. I know. You were wondering why I was in that spooky stone capsule. I was floating along, taking in the scenery, when the night fell and I lost sight of the path. I wandered until I came across a small boy and asked him how to return to Bent Branch. But that self-righteous horned child declared me an unnatural presence in the forest and locked me away. Oh, I was so horribly cramped. Why would he do such a thing to an innocent visitor of his lands? I never said I was an evil supernatural being. I was defenseless, I tell you, utterly defenseless, unwary, vulnerable.
He really is long-winded, huh?
Anyways, I happen to come from a tribe of yokai who know how to reward their liberators properly, and therefore I have a gift to bestow upon you, my new corporeal friend. Here. That impressive device is called a yokai watch. It will allow you to encounter other supernatural beings like myself. With that on your wrist, the mundane will become magnificent. Oh, the unbearable things you'll see with that watch. Oh, I'm sorry, unbelievable things you'll see with that watch. If it weren't broken. Now, do not think I would give my savior a watch entirely beyond repair. It's just that I had not found someone worthy enough for a long time. My friend has been meaning to take a look at it, but... Yes, that's him all right. He sent you to rescue me. Splendid. So, he was waiting for me at the Gold Saucer, was he? Had I not gotten lost and put in my precious position, I surely would have set off for the desert at once. Let us but depart without delay. If you give the watch to him when we arrive, I am sure he'll repair it for you, and then it would allow you to encounter unbelievable beings like myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry I chose that voice. I really am. I am no voice actor, but that has got to be awful for you. I am so terribly sorry. All right, back to the golden... I don't think I can fast travel from the map. Back to the golden saucer. All right. I need to make sure I change my class over to something so we can do these fates. I'm leveling up most of the Realm Reborn classes up to 50 before I move on to Heavensward, just because I don't like seeing the odd numbers in my class guide, my job guide. I don't know what to call it. Alright, I always get turned around here. There we go. So we need to go back to the Wandering Executive now. Now that we have his little friend rescued and a yokai watch of our own. Let's see here. Can we see the little bugger? Not really. This is the little one that he should have standing next to him, but everyone's kind of standing on top of him, so it's kind of impossible. You cannot... Oh, level 15, right, that's right. I said it myself, I'm like, I need to change classes. In any case, I leveled up a bard up to level 50 so that we can do this event a little bit quicker. I'll mention that a little bit more as we continue on. Whisper explained everything that transpired. With luck, you were able to find my friend. Had you not, I would have never known where known he had been sealed inside that vessel. You have my sincerest gratitude. He told me you have something to show me as well. Yes, one yokai watch. One broken yokai watch. Oh, he has some highlighted eyeshadow. Holy Christmas, look at that blue. Ugh. Ah, I see. So he decided to give you the yokai watch. A broken yokai watch, rather. However, there's no need to worry. Whatever my spirited companion did to it appears to be completely repairable. Wait a moment while I get you the tools. Re-record that. Alright, so he's going to re-repair it nice and easy. Doesn't look like we need to do any fetch quests. Yes, I see. Unjam the slot. I don't know why I thought that was a name. Unjam the slot. Set that hand back a couple of ticks, polish up the face, and... Unjum. I'm such an idiot sometimes. I'm a word idiot. Success! Your watch is now in excellent shape. Go on, take it. And a bargain is a bargain. You wish to know more about my mysterious minions, yes? I am certain Whisper mentioned the yokai to you. I brought a handful of these supernatural beings with me from my homeland. Like Whisper, this feisty feline is also a yokai, but from a different tribe. Some yokai grow to be quite friendly once they get to know you. Others, however, are mischievous and to blame for otherwise inexplicable happenings. If you wish, I can introduce you to more affable ones I've brought. Should the yokai warm up to you, they become stalwart allies who you can summon to fight at your command. Well, at the Gold Saucer anyways. But there's a slight caveat. I cannot accept Eorzean currency for my services. I deal primarily in yokai metals. I'm feeling generous since you helped me retrieve Whisper, so I'll give you one for free. To obtain more, well, that's where your yokai watch will come in handy. Should you chance upon certain fateful happenings, put the watch on your wrist and you shall be rewarded for your meritorious deeds? I don't know that word. In addition to the yokai, I also brought other wares which may interest an adventurer like you. Exotic weapons, specially designed by the finest artisans of my company. We accept legendary metals as payment for these weapons. Here, should our weapons suit your taste, this yokai Mendeleum will prove useful in explaining where you can obtain the necessary legendary metals for each weapon. A bit of an inconvenience, I know, but I would be a terrible businessman if I simply gave our wares away for free. Whew! Whisper's long-windedness is starting to rub off on me. Feel free to speak with me about the yokai or any weapons at your leisure. I still have a few loose ends to tie up here at the Gold Saucer, so trust that I won't be wandering for a while. Oh, and my real name is... Noe? Yes, Noe. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Yokai medals are a symbol of entering a sacred bond. More than friendship, more than marriage. With the yokai watch, you'll be able to gain those medals. I told you that it would allow you to encounter unbelievable beings, didn't I?
Alright, so we can complete this quest finally. Yokai Watch quest complete. Collection expanded. Yokai Mendeleum acquired. Yokai medals can be obtained by completing fates while equipped with the Yokai Watch. Yokai medals can be found at fates in the following areas. The Black Shroud, Central... Okay, so the Black Shroud, Central, East, South, and North. Those are the different locations you can find them. In Lenoskia, you can find them in the middle, lower, western, upper, and outer. In Thanalan, the Central, Western, Eastern, and Southern. In Korthus, Western Highlands, the Sea of Clouds, and the Dravanian Forelands, and the Churning Mist, and the Dravanian Hinterlands. So that seems like the Heavensward areas? Oh my god, alright. Exilal, the Fringes, the Peaks, the Locks, the Ruby Sea, Yanzia, the Axiom Steppe? I don't know any of those places. Legendary medals can be obtained, albeit at a low probability, by participating in fates in areas designated in the Yokai Mendeleum while accompanied by the yokai minion designated on that medal. The Yokai Mendeleum can be accessed from the collection menu or the minion guide. Alright, so there's kind of a lot of information there, but it looks like we have a collections here. So we'll open that up, we'll get it in just a second. You have added an item of interest to your collection. Other such keepsakes found on your adventures will be stored here, viewable at any time should you wish to reflect on your past deeds. Okay, so let's just kind of back up away from this crowd here because they're a little loud. So what is essentially happening here? So first and foremost, we need to go into our character, we need to go into the wrist, and we need to equip the Yokai Watch. It's a level 1 all-class equipable item that you can put on your wrist. Now, with this now equipped, which I will make sure that I update my gear set for now, with that now equipped, we can continue doing a bunch of fun stuff here. If we go over to our character, duty, and collections here, we have the Yokai Medallium. So you can see here we have a bunch of different question marks here. I need to collect a medal in order to unlock them. Currently, it's telling me I have one yokai medal. So that should mean I can go over to the Neo, whatever his name was, the gentleman or businessman or whatever his name was, and spend one of these medals to get my first minion. Now, to get the right minion, to get the right weapon, it seems confusing. The main goal of this is to get the right minion who corresponds with whatever class you're playing. So I guess the best way to go and do this is to explain it like this, by talking to him. So if we go back over to this whatever his name is, this gentleman, Noe, a pleasure to see you again. Have you come to meet more yokai, or perhaps browse my array of special arrangements? Alright, so if we go into the purchase weapons, let's just say the Disciple of Wars, right? You can see that you need a certain amount of legendary Shogunyan medals. You need 5 in order to get the Paladin Sword and Shield. So you need to find the class that you want. So let's say I want the Bard. So I want the Bard's bow for this event. I need to do the legendary Whisper medals. So that means that I need to find Whisper. Pleasure to see you again. So I need to purchase the Whisper minion. If we go down and see if we can find Whisper right there, choose the minion, we could say yes. Let's choose him. Why not? Alright. Let's get you acquainted then. Meet your new friend, Whisper. I hope you two will get along. Alright, so watch me if you can. Whisper. So once again, I'll just kind of get away from everyone. So now that I have Whisper, I think I need to actually summon him. So we'll use him. I'll go into my minion guide, see if I can find where he'll be. It looks like number 3. I'll summon Whisper. And now, in my collections, I'll go into the yokai. I'll actually pull it down over here so I have it accessible all the time. I'll pull up the Yokai Medallium, and you can see if I click on Whisper, I have 0 of the legendary Whisper medals. In order to obtain those, I need to go to the South Shroud, or Upper Lanoskia, or Southern Thanalan, and I need to grind out some fates. There's a low chance, like I said, that by completing fates with a silver or gold reward or ending, I can get a legendary medal. In the previous events, it was a 20% chance. I don't know if that's been updated or not, but it just seems like something we'll have to do. Now, I feel like Southern Thanalan is going to be our best bet because, because it is the largest area. South Shroud, unfortunately, is a little bit too broken up in order to be good for traveling. Upper Lanoskia is way too small to have fates, or a lot of fates, where the Southern Thanalan is rather large. So we're going to go to Little Alamigo, and we're going to try and see if we can get some fates going. Now, once we get there, I'm assuming there's going to be a bunch of people trying to grind out these fates. So we're going to need a class that can A, attack quickly and at a distance. That's why I switched over from all of my magic Disciples of Magic classes, my Scholars, my White Mage, and I chose a Disciple of War, the Bard specifically. I did it for that reason alone. So let's update our map. Let's see. It looks like there is a Fate train going on. The Fate is still underway, but it looks like it's just about done, so I'm not even going to dismount here. I'm going to see where the rest of the group is going. Looks like they are headed this way, so I'm going to keep on following people. I'm going to head over to this Fate, I think it is, because it has about 12 minutes left. No one seems to be there. I was hoping that a bunch of people would be joining in, but it seems like it will be okay. If we just come over here before too many people get there, we should be able to get the proper rewards and credits. Now, I'm still not great at this class, so you'll have to forgive me if I fumble up and do really badly. I'm still learning it myself. Even though I've gotten level 50, I'm still, I've only done it for like about a week, and I'm getting used to the class. Unfortunately, all of my other like healers and whatnot, I've played for multiple months, which made it a lot easier to to get used to. So we'll continue grinding out these fates. I'll do this one here with you. And then after that, hopefully we'll get a legendary medal or few. I might have to do a splice out and come back and meet you when I find the appropriate amount of 5 legendary medals to get the weapon or whatever it may be. So we'll see what happens here in a bit. We'll just finish this event for now and see where it takes us after that. Alright, the Bard's really cool. It kind of focuses around playing different songs. Obviously, it's a ranged DPS class as well. I don't know what this person is doing specifically. But there's different things like procs and different tool sets that you need to get used to. But as far as it is right now at level 50, it's not too difficult. Just like always, make sure you put on your dot effects and put on everything else. Oh, okay, that's a blue mage. Interesting. Blue mage, huh? I've obviously never played the class. I have it unlocked, but I don't really know the skill set. The only thing I really know about blue mages is from Final Fantasy X, the only real Final Fantasy that I finished. Obviously, I finished 7 not that long ago, but I don't think there was a blue mage in that game. Kimimari, one of the unlockable characters in Final Fantasy X, was a blue mage, and the way that it kind of played out is he didn't have any like skills of his own. You would need to take an attack from an enemy by getting attacked. I don't know how to explain it. His skill set was built up of attacks from enemies that he would counter. So he would need to take damage from that attack, and he had a chance of learning it on his own, so that he could use it whenever. So that's pretty much all I know about blue mage. I don't know if it plays the same in 14 as well. I would have to assume so, because that's the only real, like, blue mage that I know. Alright, that guy just wrecked that guy. I wanted to get that shot off. So we're going to get a gold no matter what. We've killed so many of these guys that it's not even a question. Thankfully, we have a friend to help us speed along. I was hoping that we would find a train of people, but we might not be in the right area. Not too many people may be grinding out Bard. So we'll need to keep that in mind, that we're not going to be getting a huge amount of people unless I'm just in the wrong area, and that looks like it's it. So let's see if we can find. We got a legendary Whisper medal. All right, that's awesome. Let's see if we can go find some more people. Looks like the fate over there is going. It's going pretty fast, so we might not be able to make it in time. It is also a level 48. Yeah, so by the time we get there, it's probably going to be a little too late. We may be able to, if it stops at around the 60, we may be able to get a silver out of this. So we're going to hopefully move fast. This is why I want to be level 50, so I could do all the fates in this area. So we are at about a 58, I think they said. So I shouldn't need to change anything here on my classes. I shouldn't need to level sync or anything like that. I'm just going to continue putting out damage here. I'm going to wait for things to spawn. Fate is complete. I got a bronze for that, unfortunately. We're going to hopefully head over to this fate next, I believe. And it is a 49. I hope I'm doing this right. People may just be going for the fates that are the lowest level, that they can grind out fairly quickly. But we'll see. It looks like more people are, in fact, joining over here. But I might be in the wrong area. It looks like the fate is actually up over there. So I need to finish this off pretty quickly, as I did the wrong thing. So hopefully Momo there will help us. Let's mount up. Looks like there's a big dude that we need to fight here. So I'm going to come over. I'm unfortunately too late. So that sucks. No! Dismount! I'm going to get a bronze for this. I'm an idiot. Dang it. Alright, on to the next fate. On to the next fate. I'm an idiot. Alright, we need to go down. Can we sneak through here? Oh, we can. Awesome. Alright, y'all. So the video is about to skip over to a different recording session. When I was trying to switch over my HUD here in a second, I hit the wrong button and it ended up pausing my recording, and I just never paid attention to it. So, it will cut off in like 5 seconds to another point. I went in, got all the legendary medals, and turned it in for the Whisper Go-Go bow, legendary bow. And you'll see here, we'll go over to Outer Lenoskia right now. So I have Whisper unlocked, and I started working on Blizzaria, or whatever her name is. I got like about 7 medals in before I decided I wanted to start recording here. So yeah, I got 1 weapon, and I started working on the next, and that's what you will see for the rest of the episode. I'm sorry about that. I am stupid, and I'm never going to pause the video again. So I'm over here in the Outer Lenoskia. I seem to get more fates popping over here. Even though I said, oh, I don't want to go into these dungeons, you can see how quickly they're ending and then popping up again. So I figured that this would be a good area to kind of chill in. I was doing the North Shroud before. It wasn't working. It was taking way too long for fates to pop. Even though you get like 2 or 3 at a time, it was just like a minute or a minute and a half between each fate popping, or set of fates popping. It was just way too much. So I was like, all right, I got to try somewhere else. So we're going to hopefully get our legendary... Oh my god, dude, the luck right now! So I just need 1 more legendary medal then, and I'll have the 10 for the upgraded for the next portion. These ones end super fast. I don't think we're going to make it, but we can try. The unfortunate part... Well, actually, you know what? I can switch classes here. And I was going to say, the unfortunate part is I was getting tagged by a lot of these extra enemies. Nope, see, it's already done. People... messing up these fates. Blue Mage seems to be the class that you want to be. There's a lot of people who like freeze enemies. I just like, it's incredible to watch just them melt. Even though we're all being level synced down to the appropriate levels, apparently there are just some attacks that do well that just they freeze the enemies. I've never seen an attack freeze an enemy before. But it ended up being my bard here because I'm getting some good XP for it. Yes, I could be my scholar, but I realized that if I level sync down too far, I won't have access to Ruin 2, which was my quickfire attack. So I figured that I always have the quickfire attack as my bard. If it gets up to a higher level, so be it. That was just less grinding that I'll have to do in the end. But this is kind of how I'm doing it as of right now. But we'll see once we get done with this fate. If there's no fates popping right quick, I'll show you kind of like what I look like. All right, just want to make sure that wasn't my health going down. I'll kind of show you what the specialty bow that I got looks like. That way you can kind of see that and kind of dictate for yourself if it's something that you'll want to get. Obviously, I won't be showing you all of them. I don't know if I'll be collecting all of them, but I'll be showing you the ones that I get at one point or another. Alright, so unfortunately there is another fate coming up real quick. We didn't get a legendary medal from that. So we'll hope that maybe, fingers crossed, this one here, which I think is the bomb one, fire in the hole. I believe that's the bomb one. That comes up right over down in here. Good thing is, no, stop running. Oh my god. Alright, a level sync down. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. Alright, I can quick notch and kill a bunch of them all at once. I mean, just killing this many should give me a gold medal, like no problem at all. So we'll just see if we can finish those guys off. Dude. Okay, so since there's more people in the area, the fates become harder. See, I never really knew that. That's kind of cool, though. That is really kind of cool. Alright, these guys should go down before they explode, or if I can, you know, actually get one of them. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to target onto the one that I had already killed, so it's all good. We'll take the damage. We get Choco regen and stuff like that, so we should be alright. We'll manage our health, and we'll just make sure that we're not standing in too many AoEs. I can get the quick notches and regular shots off as well, so we shouldn't need to worry too much here. Huh. It is really cool to see certain fates, because like normally it's just like 1 or 2 of these guys at any given point, but now you're seeing like 5 or 6 or 6 or 7 of them. I just think it's really cool to see how things change. I would like to see how maybe some of the other fates, like the large bosses, change. If people even do them, because there's a good chance that people don't even do the large bosses, like the Eyes Have It or whatever, the ones that are like actual crazy hard fights. So let's see if we can get this guy. I probably should have seen if I had anything like a hunt marks to check. That way I could have possibly also, you know, gotten extra wolf marks while I'm doing all this, but it's okay. Not too concerned about it. Maybe on my next trip out, I'll stop by the Grand Company and see. Alright, alright, alright. So this is one of the stronger boss fights that I was just talking about. So there's people in here clearly doing these fates up in here. I'm not going to worry about them too much. It's just too hard to navigate those areas, and then especially with a bard that will draw any enemy with me as well. It's just kind of annoying, so I don't worry about it too much. I just don't worry about it. Alright, if we can get this guy down relatively quickly, we might be able to make this one as well. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like there's too many people here with us. I mean, there's few, but not enough to make this go down really fast. Some of these bosses melt, like absolutely melt. You love to see it. I don't know why, I just reapplied my dots there, but it is what it is. It's something that I did. And again, I just really gotta reiterate, I really think it was a good idea for me to switch over to Bard here. If I was to use any of my other classes, I think I would have enjoyed this a lot less. I wouldn't have had nearly as much credit for a lot of these fates. Okay, there we go. So that's one down. Legendary medal? Nah, unfortunately not. We got a good streak going, though. We got a good streak going. I was surprised at the amount that we had gotten those few times. So I'll take it. Because I figured that I would have like a bunch of time left. I'd be like sitting here for another 3 hours just grinding these things out. But doesn't seem like that's the case. It doesn't look like he synced onto me, so that's good. I'll take that. Let's get our dots on. Fortunately, I don't have any songs, which I don't really think will help me in any case. Let's just back up a little bit so we're outside of his ranges. We'll let other people tank that. Stay a little bit outside of his ranges, but still staying inside nonetheless. Alright, and no one ended up doing this fate, huh? Unless it got completed and respawned, because I thought it had 9 minutes at the beginning of it. Huh. It might have respawned. Those things pop real quickly. Let's reapply some dots here. No one else really seems to be doing too much of that kind of stuff. Most people just focus on straight up attacking, which is fine. I'm just kind of hoping. A lot of people seem to have left as well. There was a blue mage around in this area originally. Maybe I was mistaken. Yeah, I guess no one's doing that fate up there. I mean, we may go run to it after, though. We may get a bunch of people who run to it. If that happens, I'm switching over to my Scholar. So at least I know I'll have Ruin 2 with that one. Alright, this guy's almost dead. We'll see what happens here. Is everyone else going for that one as well? Oh, nope, there's our legendary medal. I don't need to worry about it. That should be number 10. Alright, so let's go show you what happens now that we have 10 of them. We can go over to the golden saucer and check that out. So as this ends, I really am sorry to those of you. I don't know where I got cut off, if I was in the middle of the sentence or not. I wasn't talking about anything really important, I have to believe. It's just you grind out fates, you get legendary medals, make sure you have the right minion equipped, make sure you have your yokai watch equipped, and you can turn them in. As we continue on, though, I'll have to continue doing more and more and more fates, because as you acquire new minions and as you acquire new weapons, the cost increases. So if you remember the first one that I needed for, let's just even show you for the Bard, this one only cost me 5 legendary medals. So if I have this one equipped, unfortunately it's not showing up just yet. There you go. So you can kind of see what it looks like. I really like that for the Bard. I may make it my primary. I just like the way it kind of looks for me. But we'll just kind of switch back over for now. Alright, so if we turn in, so if you remember, the first legendary medal was only 5. This one, if I want to go into Disciples of Magic and turn in our 10 legendary Blizzaria medals for 10, you can see it's been doubled. So what happens when we purchase our second weapon? Let's see. So I do like this staff as well, kind of has a nice glow. Here you are, your new weapon. Go on, try it out. and it's kind of got like a little bit of purple and the yellow in there. I really like it. I think it looks awesome, personally. Alright, so then we also get an achievement for doing that, Otherworldly Staff. It doesn't look like it's going to give us the message. It originally said the cost will go up. Same thing as I had explained. So now I had to decide what I want to do next. Let's go and see if we go into purchase weapons. It's still 10, which is really nice. But let's see. What do I want as far as a weapon? I think next I would like having the Dark Knight one. So let's go into, I mean, these are cool, don't get me wrong. I hope to get them all eventually, but, oh crap, I lost them. Crap, I can't click on them. Everyone's standing around them. I think I like the Dark Knight's weapon the most, and I would eventually like to be them. So let's see, Dark Knight, Dark Knight. The problem with the Dark Knight is I might need to go over to, Dark Knight. Let's not purchase that weapon. Hold on, I want to see. Does it tell me who it is real quick? The Dark Knight is Hovernyan. Alright. If we go into our condominium, Hovernyan. No, so it doesn't tell you right off the bat. Now, I am a little concerned about doing that because it might send us over to areas that I haven't discovered yet. So I might want to avoid doing that until I know for sure. So then let's go for one of the classes I do have. Let's go for the White Mage. So if we go back in and we go into Disciples of Magic, let's go White Mage, Legendary Comasian. Alright, so I need Comasian. Now I know, I wish there was an easier way he wouldn't just exit out of that. So we need Comasian. There he is. Alright, new minion means new legendary weapon coming through. Oh, he's cute. I like his little cloud eyebrows. Let's get you acquainted and meet your new friend, Comasian. I hope you two will get along. So he says the same thing every time you purchase a new minion and pretty much get a new weapon as well. So this is a good place to get some achievements if you're looking to get some new mounts or things from Jonathas back in Gridania. But real quick, let's go in and see. We'll use our new minion so that we can summon him as well. Go into our minion thing. Whoops. So we'll summon him right over here. Goodbye, Blizaria. It was nice to see you, but unfortunately I don't need any of your medals. And there you can see, it's like a little flat cat. Alright. Oh, he does a little jig. I love him. So cute. Alright, let's go see where we need to do either East Shroud, which we might do. That's a pretty good, easy area to go through. Western Lenoskia or Eastern Thanalan. Eastern Thanaland's not bad, but it's a little convoluted. Let's go to the Hawthorne Hut and see if we can get some missions done over there. But for now, I guess, real quick, I want to bid you all thank you. A farewell and a thank you for joining me. Again, I am sorry that this was kind of convoluted and messed up, but I think it was really fun and it was enjoyable to do. Oh, hello, naked lady. I'm going to keep on grinding this out and see what happens. Looks like we have a fate right over here. But this is pretty much it. Just me grinding fates. I guess I could show you every single fate in the game, but that's just like, why? Why would you guys want to watch that? I think we've shown off enough so that you kind of get the gist of it. If you guys want to go do this event, make sure that you're in there. Apparently, it's going to be lasting until patch 5.4. Which we don't know the release date of yet. So you have a bunch of time to do this. I'm assuming if indications from the last time are any indication, it's going to at least be 2 months, but maybe more because of like the COVID situation. It could be 3 months, could be 4 months, but there's been no word on when patch 5.4 is coming out because patch 5.3 just came out a week ago at the time of recording. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt with what I say and what you hear. So there's a bunch of people here. This is going to be a good place to farm legendary medals. Perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. Alright guys, well, again, I want to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go grind out some more fates, and a little bit, well, I guess later, I'm going to do a live stream where we grind out some fates. So, I'll see you all later. Peace out, and much love to you.